Glad you're here. Just in time for the patient briefing. Nurse, can you please review the briefing?
Of course, doctor. The test results show that the patient is suffering from enzyme deficiency. In short, the food is not breaking down in the digestive system, causing stomach pain and cramps, as well as gas, diarrhea, bloating, and weight loss. We need to intervene before the symptoms become worse.
Normally, we would recommend enzyme replacement therapy along with antibiotics and laxatives, but these are just treatments. Luckily, our advanced medical center has developed a way to permanently cure this deficiency using advanced nanotechnology. We recruited you because of your impeccable skills and focus, which is what this procedure requires.
The patient is prepped and ready.
Okay. This should be a simple procedure. We need to help the body break down food as it enters the digestive system. You will operate this nanodrone, which we've equipped with an enzyme launch mechanism. Don't worry, it's safe and uses the same enzymes that the body naturally produces. You'll first need to grab samples from key areas, as marked on the map, and synthesize the enzymes before using them to break down the food as it travels through the digestive system. Be careful not to block any passageways and watch out for turbulence.
The nanodrone has been placed inside the capsule and the patient is ready to begin eating the meal.
Okay, you're up. Get ready to operate the drone once the patient swallows the capsule. We will be monitoring the patient's vitals from here. Let's begin. Okay, Gastro has been deployed. Running the startup sequence from here.
What a nice nap that was. So whose food are we eating today?
Gastro, we are here to break the... Great work. Heads up, the next waves might throw you off. Good job avoiding the food. I see your skills are up to expectations so far. Get to the vantage point that will allow you to see the whole mouth. On a serious note, you'll notice the mush is due to the enzymes that help speed up the reaction of breaking down the starch chains into singular chains called maltose.
I didn't know starch had toes.
Maltose, Gastro. Maltose. It's two glucose units linked together. This happens thanks to an enzyme called amylase. Gastro's sensors indicate a lack of enzymes. This means the food will not be broken down as fast as we need it to. We need to help break down the food quickly before the patient suffers complications. Good. Now aim at the mush and fire away to speed up the reaction time and break down the starch into maltose. Good job. The work you've done has jump-started the salivary glands to produce more enzyme on the next run. Keep it up, and soon the patient will be fully cured.
Oh no! The patient is starting to cough!
We need to time it. Push the button. Great timing. Keep going. You're doing great. Don't let out yet. Try again. Excellent. That was perfect timing. You made it through intact.
Phew! We just made it through. I thought for sure we were going to be discarded mush.
You made it through to the esophagus. You can conserve some energy here. The nano drone is being pushed down the esophagus through peristalsis.
Oh, I never knew Paris had a tall sis. I can't wait to meet her one day.
Good one, Gastro. Peristalsis is essentially wave-like muscle contractions that allow the bolus or mush to be pushed down into the stomach. Don't relax just yet, though. You need to avoid being hit by the mush on the way down. Get ready for splashdown. Switch to propeller mode to navigate while submerged in the gastric juices. Gastro, help us get to the wall.
Aye aye, Captain!
It's Doctor.
Aye aye, Dr. Captain!
See those bubbles forming? Those are the stomach acids and enzymes breaking the bolus down further into chyme. Don't worry, you're safe where you are. The walls are protected by the mucous membrane.
Whoa, enzyme warning! Not again!
It's okay, we are prepared. You need to synthesize an enzyme called fire away to break the protein into smaller chains. The bolus seems to have developed a mind of its own. This has now officially become a boss fight.
Bring it on, you mush potato!
Watch out for the falling mush.
Trying to confuse Gastro, are you?
The food the patient swallowed had some germs in it. They need to be eliminated before they make the patient sick.
Synthesizing more pepsin!
It won't work. Pepsin is meant to help break down the protein, not fight off germs. For that, you will need to switch to HCl, hydrochloric acid. That should do the trick.
Of them. Initiating drone undocking sequence.
Notice the stomach contracting. This helps break the remaining bolus down and propel the chyme towards the small intestine. Be careful, it's going to be a bumpy ride.
Gastro getting dizzy. Watch out for the slime.
It's called chyme, Gastro. Chyme. This is the first part of the small intestine, called the duodenum.
That sounds like a type of dance. Time to do the denum! Ew, what's that yellowish green stuff?
That's the bile. Its main purpose is to break down the fats in the chyme into smaller droplets, so it can be easily digested by the pancreatic juice. The bile is actually produced in the liver and is then sent to the gallbladder. The gallbladder then releases it through the bile duct. It's now time for the pancreas to release the pancreatic juice.
Oh, bubbles! Time to play!
And there's the juice now.
It's about time! Gastro thirsty!
It's not the juice you're thinking about, Gastro. This juice contains the remaining enzymes that will break down the remaining substances, including lipase, which will digest those fat droplets into fatty acids and glycerol. The juice also contains bicarbonate to make the chyme less acidic, or alkaline in nature. Remember, the pH level affects how well these enzymes work. Try to capture as many as you can. We might need them later. See those tiny specks being absorbed by the walls? Those are nutrients. They go straight through the bloodstream and transported to the rest of the body where they are built back up for the benefit of the body. That's how muscle mass gain and bone development happen, from a process called anabolism.
My sonar indicates living organisms approaching.
Oh no. Could it be?
Whoa! What are those?
Watch out, Gastro. Those are leechers. Their main purpose is to leech onto the chyme and steal all the nutrients.
Oh, so you think you can race Gastro, do you?
You need to destroy them before they reach the chyme.
Ten-4, engaging supersonic propulsion. They're back again?
Okay. Looks like this will be trickier than expected. Gastro. Great work, Ace. Now I see why they recruited you. We're in the final stretch now, the large intestine, or colon. What remains from the food are leftover water, fibers, and dead cells.
Oh boy! Does that mean...
Yes, Gastro, it's chow time. Bon appetit. As both the colon and gastro drain out most of the remaining fluids and ions, you'll notice the chyme has become a soft mass called a stool. I try to avoid them as you're moving through.
Engaging autopilot.
We are now in the final part of the colon called the rectum.
Rectum.
Okay, let's try to be professional here. Think of this as a spaceship's airlock, the chamber that separates the entry and exit from the rest of the body.
It's almost time. Get ready to fire those thrusters. Gastro's sensors indicate some sort of blockage. We need to clear the way for the stool to pass.
You can use some of the water I've collected as ammo. It's been pressurized for maximum power.
Gastro, you are a lifesaver. Go ahead and fire away at the stool.
I'm out of here. Autopilot engaged. See you next time.
The patient's enzyme levels are stable and can now live a normal life without the need for any additional treatment.
Great work. We will need to do some minor repair and refurbishment on Gastro, but no big deal.
Doctor, the next patient is prepped and ready for you now.
Are you coming?